Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain the last topic of this chapter, and in which we have to discuss about the types of plan. And it is also an important topic of this chapter. And these type of plan can becomes in the form of case studies. So let's we start the types of plan. At first, we should know the meaning of plan. What is plan? Plan is a statement which is followed by the people of an organization to achieve the desired objective of the firm, and plan may be present in the written form as well as in the oral conversation among the workers, among the superior and subordinate, those are working together for the achievement of different organizational objectives. So generally there are two types of plan are present in your syllabus. So the first one is single use plan. At first we know the meaning of single use plan. It is a type of plan which is used by the organization once, and we can say it is a single use plan because the different organization can use it for achieving a specific objective of the firm, which cannot be repeated, which cannot be uh, achieved again in the organization. That is why we can say single use plan. And there are only two types of single use plan are present in your syllabus, in which the first one is program. As at first we should define the program is a type of plan which indicate the statement, which indicate the guidelines, which indicate the objectives of the firm, that how to prepare a program and how to achieve the different objectives with the help of program. Generally we can say program is a combination of objective, strategy, policy, procedure and budget. Generally it comes in a very short case study, like XYZ Limited is going to construct a building. Then what type of plan the company is going to use? Then ultimately it will use the company has to use the program to achieve to construct the building. That is why program is a guidelines which is followed by the people to achieve the organizational objective. The another one is budget. Budget is a type of plan which indicate the financial statement of the company. That's mean it identify that how much fund should be retained in the organization and how much fund should be distributed among the different departments of the organization to carry out the different objectives. Like it also helpful to identify that how much profit should be earned by the company in a particular accounting year, and how much fund the company is going to use for doing the expansion and growth opportunities for the business. That is why budget also indicate the monetary articles of the company. It define that how much fund should be used, how much fund should be collected, and from where the company will get the fund to perform the different activities of the business. That is why budget is also an important type of plan. So students, there are only two types of plan comes under the single use plan. First one is program, another one is budget. So after that we have to discuss about the standing plan. Standing plan are those plans which can be used again and again in the organization. These are also called repeated plans. It always required in the organization to achieve the different type of targets of the organization. So also it has the different types. The first one is objective. If we are going to explain the objective, then we can write objective is aimed towards all the activities are directed to achieve it. Generally the objectives are present in the organization in a numerical form. It should be decided by the organization for a short period of time, and it should be present in the numerical form only. That is why we can say objective is a type of plan which comes under the standing plan, because objectives of the organizations can be changed time to time. Like in the month of May, the company is going to produce 1000 product. In the month of April, the company is going to increase the production capacity from 1000 to 1500. So like that, the objective objective of the company can be changed time to time. The another one is strategy. Strategy is a comprehensive plan which is made by the top level only. That is why it is very important, because in which the company can take the major decisions for the organization, that what type of product the company is going to produce, what will be the name of the product, what will be the prices of the product, which technique the company is going to use to produce the product. So these type of things also comes under the strategy. So strategy is a major plan in which the decisions can be taken by the top level only. No any other person can interfere in preparing the strategy for the organization. Only the top level have the responsibility to prepare the strategy for the company. The another one is policy. Policy is a type of plan which is differ from one organization to another organization. Two organizations can have similar objective but never have the similar policy. That is why policy indicate the way of working of the organization, that how the company is going to produce the product and how the company is preparing the plan to complete the organizational objective. Like one company have the policy to provide 3-month credit policy to the customer, but another company is not providing any credit support to the customer. So policy may be differ from one company to another. Another one is procedure. Procedure also is a standing plan, because in which the management has to perform all type of activities by following the different steps, in which the organization can achieve its target by following the different steps in a particular series or particular sequence. Like we can take the example that if we are going to take admission in a school, then at first we have to fill the registration form. After that, the student has to appear in the written examination. After that, the personal interview will be conducted. Then only the SR number can be allotted to the students. So this is the procedure in which the student has to be appear. As same as if a company is going to produce the product, then the different steps can be followed by it. Then only the finished product can be produced. So procedure is a type of plan. Then another one is rule. Rule also a standing plan. It indicates the general and specific guidelines for the people those are working over there. Like we saw at the door of the organization that no smoking allowed inside the organization. That represents the rule. In some of the organization and at many places we have we saw that some rules are prescribed over there. So rules are the specific guidelines which can be followed by the people to achieve the different objectives. We can take the example, if the workers are not wearing the helmet and gloves at the time of production, then 100 rupees penalty will be imposed by the management. So these type of rules are also present in the organization, and every person has to follow the rule for performing the different activities and to achieve the different goals of the organization. So generally rules also present in the organization in a written and oral form. The last standing plan is method. Method indicate the way of working of the organization, and generally there are different methods to produce goods in the organization, in which some companies are using the labor intensive method and many companies are using the capital intensive method. So generally these two methods are utilized by the companies to produce goods for the customer, and both of the methods are depend upon the financial capacity of the firm. If the company is financially sound, then the capital intensive method will be utilized. If the company faces the financial shortage, then ultimately the company has to use the labor intensive method. So student, these are the sum of standing plan and these are the sum of single use plan, and this is the last topic of this chapter. You should go through the chapter well, and this chapter have the weightage of 5 marks in the board examination, and it is a very simple chapter, so you should go through it. And after 22nd I am going to conduct a class test for you people, so you should prepare objective types of question from these 4 chapters, and also I will give you the syllabus, so you should prepare the objective types of question, and you have to give the answer online. So focus on your studies, prepare well, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.